Hello, and welcome to That Beer Review Show. Once again, unfortunately, for some reason, I think it might be Gremlins, has made it that we can't move it to the new channel yet. For some reason, we're still on my old channel, Stencil Artist Yan. But we're live now, and I'm going to bring in, we've got my normal co-host, and we have a special guest for the evening as well. We'll bring in my co-host, Betch, the morning chef.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, Herr Bitter. How are you?
Not too bad, not too shabby. Looking forward to drinking some beers.
Good. And I will just very quickly bring in our guest, Commie Mark, who's away.
Who's on mute, any like an idiot. Hello.
Hello.
Not gonna see your beautiful face tonight.
That's only available on my channel.
Oh, I get it now. I get it.
Bitchy.
Look at that. I'm going to start, by the way, with I want to do this one because it looks amazing. It's called the Cherry Hero Cherry Ale.
Cherry Ale. I've not even opened the box. Look.
Oh yeah.
The whole box from Beer 52 has arrived, and I've not even opened it yet.
Do you know the funniest thing? I got the postman who delivered it went, which is the most British thing ever I've ever heard. He went, sorry, but it's quite early. The postage is quite early. Oh, thank you, mate. He's saying sorry for the postage being earlier than it normally is.
Oh, what? It was delivered earlier than it.
Yeah, it was going to become like the day after. So he was just apologising for it coming early. I mean,
that's not too bad.
Britain.
I'm gonna
Bastard.
Fucking dickhead. Fucking drop in your post early, you wanker.
I'll go very quickly to Mersey Beers, who actually put this in about 5 minutes ago, even before the show started. Beer. Mersey Beers is the guy who told us about why you drink beer out of brown bottles and not clear bottles.
Green bottles as well, wasn't it? That was that one.
Yeah, not green bottles as well.
Why is that? I clearly missed that episode.
What it was.
You got it.
Do you want to do it, Chef, while I'm opening this?
Well, I think I mean I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was because that brown bottle stopped the light coming through as much, so it doesn't ferment as much. I think it was, and the green and clear bottles let the light go through easier. I thought I was going to sound a lot better when I said that, but I botched it. That's typical me.
What it is that if you have a Corona, when you open it up, it always smells like weed.
I wouldn't know what that smells like.
Yeah, you wouldn't know what that smells like. You're a teetotaler, non-smoking type of chap, aren't you?
Yeah, and
Definitely.
you know it's dangerous to say the word Corona on YouTube currently.
Well, yeah. Well, we're talking about the area in Spain.
Use the trademark.
Oh yeah, of course.
You've got to use the trademark now, so it's got to be like Corona trademark instead of just your normal Corona.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So in the box is what we got today. Got some free chili peanuts.
Oh, really nice. I ate them already.
Oh, you're editing it.
With a Budweiser, which was the worst choice.
With a Budweiser. What one are you already cracking into?
So it's the cherry beer.
What does it look like?
Cherry Hero. This one here.
What's the top look like? Because I've literally just opened up. Well, there's only 2 bottles in here.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's red, bright red. Again, because I'm a goth, obviously, and I like doing the light in the obviously in the dark. This is my interpretation of being red.
Are you drinking it from a bottle or are you drinking it from a?
I drink it from my Stein.
Oh, that's Stein. Bear with me. I need to get another glass. This is a bit ad hoc tonight, so
Yeah, we've been had a busy evening.
Yeah, ideally, this stream, I would like the beer stream to start at 9 early because it's meant to be actually the beginning of the evening, not the end of the evening. So,
Where it's the after party. This is the after
Yeah.
party beer stream. Yeah, we want it to be pre party.
The pre-drinks.
But it's
Yeah.
dangerous though, because if you go onto obviously Mark's streams all the time, and you have like 3 strong beers, it's going to change your complete. Maybe people might start to like you if you're.
yeah, it's well known. Everybody hates Jan.
Yeah.
I don't see why, to be honest. I think there's a lot more hateable people out there. Yeah. It smells nice, doesn't it?
Oh,
Well, that is nice.
it's very cherry.
I was going to say, it looks very red, and it, like if you showed it to me and said, "Guess what flavor this is?" I would guess cherry.
It's Hungarian. Normally, like these kind of beers are popular around that part of the world.
Yes.
It's weird because I was like all these like Eastern European countries are quite very like hard people live there, yet they all love like cherry beer. Like you know, it's like and they always go, "Oh, the manlier beers, you know, you have the proper 15% beers." And I was like, "Oh, cherry beer is like the most popular thing out there." It smells like-
Maybe it's for
There
the
is
ladies.
beer. Sorry?
No, I don't think it is. I think the men like
Maybe
it.
it's for the ladies. Like the most lady drink you can get. Like a
It's still
cherry
beer, yeah. Like it's still
Yeah.
quite still beer, so it's like, well, just put some cherry in it. It does smell like the ones you do get in like Belgium and stuff like that.
It is very much like a Belgian cherry beer. You can buy a beer over here. It's a Delirium. It's actually got a pink elephant on the front of it, which is a cherry beer. And I believe, top of my head, it's about 8.5%.
No, your Delirium isn't a cherry beer.
No, they make
Bacchus is a cherry beer, isn't it?
they
The one with the
make a
paper.
cherry beer version of it as well.
Oh, do they? Oh, I've never tried
Yeah.
that. I'll try and get
Yeah.
that. I've only ever had that. The Delirium was I had one. I had 4 of them once, not realizing because it always looks like Caesar dressing. You know, like the bowl. It's like clear, like what's it like a white kind of thingy. So I was like, oh, it's because it looks like this. It ain't gonna be a high percentage. So I didn't even look at the percentage. I drink like 4 of them, and I was just like, what the fuck have I just drunk? I'm like 8% is quite strong if you're drinking 4 of them. So I was a bit mullered after that. Cab journey home, spinning.
Mersey Beers says Steins only really help the aroma and taste of lagers or fest beers as the surface of the beer is agitated when the stein is swung around, which benefits lagers. This guy knows what he's talking about.
He knows his shit. I feel like do you know what he's like for us? Do you remember the paperclip, Microsoft paperclip? Every time you start something, it just like pops up. You're not annoying like the Microsoft paperclip though. But every time you do something, he's in there like.
Delirium Red is the cherry one. See?
Yeah. Fucking hell. This is what do you know what I mean? My girlfriend doesn't drink alcohol, so it's like I can't even pass it on. Maybe Chewy might want it.
I had one sip of that, and Charlie's London drank all of that in the amount of time I've been yapping and dealing with the chat. She knocked that back in about 4 gulps.
You know, they say Stella Artois turns you into like, you know,
Star.
Yeah, cherry beer. A woman drinks a cherry beer. That's the worst. Oh, mate. What did you think of it though? One sip.
The one sip I had, it was very nice. Mersey Beers says Delirium Red is the cherry one. Normal Delirium isn't. Recommend the Christmas one, which is Delirium Noel.
That's lovely.
Time
Is
to
the
get
Lego the one with that's got the elephant on it?
Yes, it has the elephant
that's
on it.
lovely.
He's
would
had a
say-
drink. Hmm.
I would say that you should get this Mersey Beers gentleman on as your third host, but then you wouldn't have any viewers, would you? Like,
Yeah, we'll be limited. Why is my sister not retweeting this? Yeah, stop drinking his cherry beer.
All right.
Start retweeting it to all your friends.
Yeah, she's
All
got
your internet friends.
she's got all the internet friends, and she saves them all of them up for herself.
Yeah.
Fucking tosser.
I'm gatekeeping it.
Mersey Beers is our long distance Yoda. I like to think of. He sees where we're trying to get to, and he's like, "No, you need this, this, and this,"
Yeah.
and then we can work on it from there.
We'll have like by the end of this. It's lovely, isn't it? It's lovely.
Yeah, the one mouthful I had,
Mm.
it was very nice.
I was going to say by the end of this, we'll end up having like the knowledge of having different beer glasses for each drink, each beer we use. So it'll be like if you're drinking a fest beer, you'll have a Stein. Whereas if
Yes.
you're having like a strong beer, you'll have like a smaller glass or something. I'm guessing that's how they do it.
Yeah,
That should be how. What's the ones that kind of go like the gauntlet ones? They use them a lot in like Belgium, France.
what the chalice almost type.
The
of
challenge, yeah. The chalice.
Mersey Beers says, "My knowledge is the tip of the iceberg for most beer people. Smashing the West Coast IPAs tonight because they are bitter, like my soul." Well, that's a bit darker than I was expecting.
It's very dark, man.
West Coast IPAs are very nice, I have to say. Mark is very quiet tonight. I think it's because he's not actually on the beer. Last time I saw...
Yeah, I was going to say something else, but I'm not going to say it. That's the next one, isn't it?
Well, the stout.
What one's that? Is that the milk stout? Oh, no, that's not the next one. I've got in line.
Last time I saw Mark drink, he was drinking I believe it was gin, but it was a flavoured gin. Is that correct, Mark?
that's not the. I was just drinking wine, like when we was on that show, just like. But yeah, so there's a flavored gin that I have, a Copperberg one, strawberry and lime flavor, but it tastes like perfume. It's disgusting. Like I don't even like gin. It was just the last drink that I had in the house. Like so that's why I was drinking it.
It's a dangerous thing, that is, to go for just to drink any alcohol that's there. I'd done that once and I drank Bell's, and it was one of the worst experiences. Fucking hate Bell's. Oh, rank. Absolutely rank stuff.
I did on that 13-hour stream drink those 2 big bottles of champagne in it that were like
Jesus.
I want to say 3 liters. They might have been 5. I think I might be exaggerating. I'm pretty confident they were 3.
They were magnums, weren't they?
He
Yeah,
was a
they were huge,
champagne
yeah. That was the joke, yeah.
Get on her.
We can't even. I mean, I think what we do is when this is all over, I send Mia over to yours, and you come over to mine, and we just do it on one channel, on one big video.
And they
I
can
can come to yours
that instead.
Yeah, and they can watch fucking some weird goth shit.
We're just going to watch Baby Yoda videos on TikTok.
Oh God, Mia's trying to get me into doing a TikTok compilation YouTube video, basically talking about like people trying to make food and stuff. I've got the problem is I've been doing this personality tests. I got sent one from work, and they were like, do this 16 personalities and stuff, and I got campaigner, which was and I read all the different parts of it, and it really adds up to me. Apart from the one part, was like, you're good at calming yourself down, and I was like, I'm not good at doing that. And then Mia done one, and she was like, this ain't me at all. And then literally just reading it, I'm like, everything here is literally what you are like. To try do one yourself, and then what we could do is next week we'll talk about it. Because I don't know what you'd be. I don't think you'd be a like campaigner. You wouldn't be like someone who's always up for doing that or tries to throw it on people like, oh, this would be a great idea. We should do it like this, or all these kind of other personality traits that people have. So I wonder what you would be.
I normally come back on stuff like that as kind of builder, somebody who just has a task and does it. Mercy Beers agrees with you with your bells is terrible. I'm a bourbon man. Before you say Jack Daniels is not bourbon, when I get beer fatigue. And he also refuses to acknowledge Instagram and TikTok as a thing.
No, Instagram's good for food. I get like a lot of likes and stuff on my Instagram, which is nice. So I love using Instagram for food. I've literally just done. I don't use Facebook anymore. Twitter's just for moaning about everything in the world, and then Instagram is based on just posting food pictures, and that's pretty much what I use social media for, to be honest. Because I get a lot of. It's nice to see people's feedback from when you're doing like dishes and stuff from home, especially during this time.
Facebook has changed in the last 3. I used to really enjoy Facebook, but now it is just filled up. It's just ads for everything.
Facebook sucks, man. It sucks so much. We talk about this quite a bit about how much we dislike Facebook as a website.
Twitter is a much more enjoyable platform for me than Facebook, and I always say that the difference between the two is that on Facebook you have to use your real name for a start, and all of your friends are people who you know in real life, your relatives and that here. Whereas on Twitter, like you see strangers like saying things that you disagree with, that you can argue with and start fights, and you get a bit of like schadenfreude happiness at putting them down or whatever. But on Facebook, that racist comment comes from your uncle. Like
and it's really hard at like family gatherings.
Yeah.
When one person I had, which is the only time I've actually had this on Twitter. I had my old Twitter account, and it was one of the. There was a guy that was like, I don't think it was associated like with your guys, but it was this one guy. I can't remember his fucking name, but he like went down my Twitter and then found a picture of me, and I was just like, really, that's like Facebook shit. I was like, how the fuck did you find a picture of me? And I just blocked him automatically. I just blocked him because it was like that. No, that never happens on Twitter. It's very rare that kind of stuff happens where like someone who goes down your stuff and finds it, and it's like that's just really, really strange. Because it was like a 5-year-old picture as well, 6 years old maybe. When it was like you must have gone like searching for that properly. So you do get people like that on Twitter, but it's very, very minimal. You know.
Yeah. Oh, the way I see Twitter is the pub.
Yeah.
So you get every different type of person there, and you decide who you want to interact with. But you'll randomly get somebody standing next to you interjecting into your conversation from nowhere, and you're like, what? So,
I think the worst part of Twitter is actually football Twitter, because it's like when I see like Arsenal, if they score a goal, it will the same person who comments all the time will go, it'll be like a supporter of another club, and they'll go, haha, you can only score one goal, banter team, oh you guys are so shit. And it's like that's so, and then if you're going 1-0 down or someone scores against you, they go, haha, banter team, you conceded the goal by this, blah 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 blah. And it's like, and you look at these people and you go, oh my god, like these people actually exist, where they just like, well, that's their whole idea, is to kind of troll and annoy people. But then at the same time, you can just ignore them. But for me, it's so fucking hard to do it. I just gotta be like, you're a dick, stop it. You know what I mean? But there are people out there that will put actual good comments, and then there's like Twitter's 50% good comments, 50% people trolling.
Yeah,
you know. But the great thing is you don't know these people. If it was on Facebook and you just had this like random uncle who comments on like, if I put something on bloody like something political on Facebook, that you're going to end up having an argument with like a cousin or something, especially in my family, because there's like 70 members of my family. So not everyone's going to think the same shit. So you're going to end up burning bridges with people. But then some people just go, well, at the same time, in all fairness, if that's who they are, then do I really want to be associated with them? But I'd rather not come to that. I'd rather it just be like, at that point.
There's no need to have an argument when there's no need to have an argument, if that makes any sense.
If you pick on things that you hate about someone, instead of focusing on the things that you like about them, that's when it comes to the point of you actually going, like, I'm doing the wrong thing here. Like, it's like me going, yeah, Jan, you wear glasses. I fucking hate glasses. Even though, you know what I mean? Like, but that would be so weird. But at the same time, I could, instead of saying something nasty, I could say something nice, which would be a lot easier. Like, oh, Jan, you look lovely in your glasses today, mate.
These are new. These are new specky. Yeah, these are new specky bastard glasses.
They can make you see better?
Well, it means I can do my classic joke, which is, let me go off camera. Which is the hello. Which is probably the funniest joke I've ever made in my entire life.
It's very good. It's very good, mate. How long did you take you to think of that?
2 days. And in those 2 days, I only counted one vote. That's why. But I'm getting paid by the hour. That's the main thing. That's what it is. My cup out. I just realised that these counters, are getting paid by the hour, aren't they? So they're like, well, we can stretch this out for another week.
Yeah.
That even makes sense now. I'd do that. Right, are we doing this crazy
chocolate orange?
This one?
Yeah, the chocolate orange one. That was disgusting, by the way. If anyone noticed that.
Of actually, very interestingly, that is coming on this because I've actually got Willie's saying ale, and strangely enough, I've actually got, where is it? Wooly made the news on his book being funded in less than 1 hour on your sister's channel, Charlie's London's YouTube channel. He's made it in the big leagues.
Good job there. Good job.
He's actually made it onto a news channel. So it was saying about that it was funded in an hour. It is still available now. While I'm showing this, I'm pouring this very dark beer. It's written and illustrated by the man himself. And it's the trilogy of all the books combined. You can buy them in the third part by itself if you already bought the other ones, or you can buy them all together. It's on Indiegogo. It's a great story. We've got them already. Go check out that campaign.
I also own copies of this and can confirm they is good, and people should do that.
Yes. It is good, isn't it?
It looks lovely. Right. I'll be honest, my knowledge is awful, so I'm just gonna, that's the same comment I made for everyone, but it looks lovely.
Well, it's better than saying it looks not lovely. I'll just quickly scroll through the chat while we're, oh my god. Look how dark that is.
It's like my soul. I made that joke every time I talk. It's like my soul, man.
It's like Mersey Beer's soul.
I don't want to show my pint because I've done it again. This is the bad pour, guys.
Oh, what is that?
Oh my god. It's embarrassing, isn't it?
That is not poor.
I'm gonna get Mersey Beers now. Just like send me to the gulag.
You will send straight to the gulag.
Next one, the gulag. The way Chef pours beers.
Mersey Beer says, "Is that a black sow?"
We did a research on this can. So this is the White Hag Irish Brewing Company. This is Irish. The Dark Druid Chocolate Orange Pastry Stout. It is 5.5%, so that's quite low for a stout. And it's only 330 milliliters, it's a little can. But this is again is one from Beer 52. No more Lidl's beers, I think, by the way.
Yeah.
So
we've gone back to the Beer 52, back to the slightly more expensive stuff.
Yeah, we'll try and keep them for the few, but we'll probably get through them in the next couple of ones, and then we'll end of the month. I think that should be our thing. End of the month, we go like budget, and we find some weird shit. We find weird shit. Like maybe we could do like
it says knobhead pour, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, mate. It sucks, I know.
So yeah, and the burning question everyone has on their minds is this chocolate orange beer. Does it have any sort of mango flavor to it?
There's no mango flavor, surprisingly, because ever since I went away from the mango flavored vibe, I realized why everything was tasting mango flavor.
I mean, it's common knowledge.
Mango.
It's like eating a roast dinner and then spraying perfume in your mouth every bite and going, this roast dinner tastes like perfume. I don't like roast dinners anymore. This is awful. It tastes like chocolate orange.
This does smell. You know when you first break open a chocolate orange, when you take the wrapper off, the Terry's chocolate orange, it smells exactly the same as this.
I think that's very, very nice again. That's the best stout I've had on the show, I think, personally.
Oh, that's very chocolate orange.
That says does what it says on the tin, which is good.
Oh,
it's better than the. Mate, those I still can't get those Lidl's beers. Everything in life now is compared to Lidl's beers.
Terrible.
It's like the lowest. It's not Lidl's beers is now like the lowest thing in my life. So anything that can like is like that's the bottom of it. So it'd be like that at the bottom, and then maybe like. No, I'm not gonna say anything cringy. I was gonna be like, me love my life for the first time, and then the top in between that one, and I'd rate Lidl's beers at the bottom definitely.
Yeah, so on a scale of Lidl beer to it's the day that I met the love of my life, where does this chocolate orange beer rank?
We will come to that at the end with the ratings, with the little beer list.
Yeah,
we are now PowerPoint style, not PowerPoint, Power Photoshop. I always get them too confused. They're two completely different things. But that just. Oh, by the way, if anyone can see in the back, I've got bought some plants for Halloween. They are cabbage plants, which are very, very nice as well. So, on the scale of Lidl's beers and Love of My Life, cabbage plant would go in the middle. They smell like farts, though, in all fairness.
Those cabbage plants aren't really behind him. They're PowerPointed in to the image.
Yeah,
I'm actually on the street right now. I'm sitting outside of McDonald's. I'm using their Wi-Fi.
PowerPoint is the new photoshopped.
Yeah. Or Asda's basic chocolate. Oh.
Is it Terry's chocolate orange or Asda's basic? I don't know. Once again, I'm not sure if I can finish this. It is so orangely chocolatey. It's.
I like that. It's nice.
I'm not sure.
Give half to her.
I have. And then she's got it now. The glass will come back empty in like 1 second.
Yeah, that's why you got to pour half out. Give it to her, and you have the other half.
It's my drink now, Dave.
Oh my god!
She's taking control.
That reference is like from the 90s. What's going on there?
Cabbage plant.
Yeah. I found out today that the oldest vegetable in the world is peas, which is surprising. I thought it was actually the cabbage.
How did this even become a question?
We've gone on the conversation of vegetables now. This is
I
how
am
it
curious
works.
about this. Like, I got a whole bit on cabbage, but this P information is no.
It's true.
I'd
Yeah,
like
it was-
that fact checked and verified. If anyone in the chat's that bored, that they could do that for us.
Well, it is one of my shows, so everybody in the chat is that bored to check. Even Jabba's not showed up, and he normally loves these streams.
He's busy like trolling some other loser.
He's still waiting for it on your other channel.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. He's
memo.
there with his ammunition.
I always look at like the trends on Twitter before coming onto the stream to try and like see if I can throw a word in. But normally the words don't represent like what goes on. But the word "loser" in capitals is trending, and I thought that might have been a good way to be like, "What us two losers?" Capitals on this new stream. We could have got a few extra views.
Why is that trending in capitals?
Well, I think it's something to do with the.
Because they're shouting it, isn't it?
Oh, I see.
I thought it was in the 90s. It was doing that as well.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. But Twitter seems to be going back to normal now, which is nice. We've got more things trending. 6ix9ine's back trending on Twitter again. And then football stuff is trending on Twitter. So at least we're getting back to a normal kind of world, which is nice.
Yeah, there's too much bloody politics. To be honest, nobody really gives a rat's ass about politics because it's really all it is about people talking for hours on end, and then
Here's the thing: if there's any Americans watching, you guys moan at us for liking cricket because it goes on for so long. Your elections go on for like fucking 3 weeks. How can you not like cricket? It's a 4-day event.
She's bloody done it again.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I told you. This is what always happens. I say to him, give half to her, and then you take the other half.
Jan's pretending to be upset.
Sorry, I crashed you there. Sorry.
I was saying that you're pretending to be upset. You wanted to throw it away a minute ago, and I was like, "Hey, you drank all of my beer."
You drank, yeah, but baby, you drank my beer, babes. Oh, what a shame.
People Circus has been working up to a joke here, so I'll let it run. How old are P? Oh God, it's shifted. Got some of my freezer. They're like 9 months old.
They're stuck to the top of the freezer.
Grandy.
It's like clean out the freezer, and they're just like old like vegetables cemented like some kind of, like some Han Solo shit. There's like a carrot.
It's like that Jurassic Park where they have to fly in the amber, but it's a bag of peas frozen in ice.
I've been like admitting to Mia, like basically there's a lot of films I haven't watched, but I used to like say to her like I've watched them, which is blatant lies. Never do that to your girlfriend.
I read an article in the newspaper once that had a list of like the top 15 films or whatever that people lie about saying that they've seen because they feel like social pressure and shame.
I can name 3. I can name 3 off the top of my head, which I've lied to her. The Goonies is one of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Jurassic Park was
Shut up.
Yeah, and Indiana Jones, which was the other one, which I told you about the other day.
How dare you?
Those are the 3 films that I need to watch. So
I watched Indiana Jones the other day. That bloody monkey in that deserved everything it got.
Spoilers. I know the film's like 40 years old, but because
when you watch it, you'll think the same. You'll think that bloody monkey deserved what it got.
She says she really likes the one with Shia LaBeouf in. Apparently that one's quite good. You don't know the one with Shia LaBeouf in? Oh, okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's a Crystal Skull. It's good.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to remember what movie I like,
oh Jesus! I'm getting heckled, buddy. I just called you love of my life on this stream a minute ago. See what I mean? Give a compliment and then they slag you off, women.
I thought you were talking about me when you said the day you met.
Oh no, yeah, I haven't. How many Indiana Jones films are there? 4. There's 4. Yeah.
Sounds right.
Which is it's weird because we went to the Indiana Jones ride when we went to Disney, Florida. What was it? My sister would know.
What's that? What
The
am I meant to-
Indiana
Jones. Yeah,
Temple of Doom.
yeah.
Temple-
Where was it at? Was it in? It wasn't Disneyland, was it? It was.
No, it was MGM.
MGM. Yeah.
Yeah, with a ball running behind the roller coaster in front. Yeah, but in front of the roller coaster, behind the roller coaster.
Yeah. I remember that. And obviously I know that scene because it's so famous, but I've never seen the films.
I fell in the Jaws ride. I fell in the
fell
water.
She fell in the water, she says.
It doesn't surprise me. And what were the 15 films, Mark?
Yeah, let's handbrake this background. What we were talking about. Mark, take the mic. Tell us what they are.
I don't remember. It was like at least 10
hell.
years ago that I read it. But I know, I can recall that The Godfather was on the list.
No, I can imagine that.
And The Green Mile was on the list. But I don't remember any others. I remember those two because I felt pangs of guilt, like when I read those and thought, shit. Like, and I still haven't watched either of them either.
Yeah, what's Green Mile?
Green Mile.
No.
Jesus.
That's an amazing film.
That is amazing. Yeah, it is. I bet Shawshank Redemption was on there.
I'm tired, boss.
That film was amazing. That actor died, didn't he, in real life? So.
People Circus for £0 said, I bet Bicycle Thief, Citizen Kane, and Seven Samurai were on that list.
I don't know what Bicycle Thieves is.
I've never heard of Bicycle Thieves.
Neither have I.
Did you just fake super chat?
Yes, I did do a fake super chat.
Do you know one night he was sleep talking and he actually sat up in bed and went, let's see what the chat's got to say about this, because he'd come off a stream with you lot.
Oh, no.
I do that.
Jesus. That's what age that is.
People Circus for -2 because I've just paid him to say it. Godfather, I thought was crap. Sat through it in chunks over the years. Crap. What do you think of Godfather 2 though? Because allegedly that's the better one. I've seen all three of them. Godfather 2 is definitely better than Godfather 1. Well, The Godfather.
I haven't seen any of the Godfather movies.
And he's not impressed with us not knowing Bicycle Thieves. Anybody else? Well, there's only 4 people in the watching this, but I've never watched.
By ratio, if no one knows it, then it's 1 to 4. So it means a quarter of our viewers have seen Bicycle Club, Bicycle Thieves, Bicycle Club, Bicycle Club. I even forgot the name of it.
I've never heard of it. I'm guessing Mark is looking it up on Google as we speak.
Do you know what film ruined films?
What?
Scary Movie. Now, I like Scary. I like Scary Movie. Don't get me wrong. Listen to what I say. I like Scary Movie. I like it up to maybe the one with the one that they took out signs in, which would have been who's that actor that's in 2.5 Men? Charlie Sheen, yeah. Until up to that one, so that one was good, and then after that it went to the piss. But it was all the other ones that came after it, like Epic Movie and fucking.
They did one for the world.
Spartans.
Yeah, like
Spartans.
all those films are just trash cinema. Like they're not supposed to be serious. Don't get me wrong, but they're just like they're not funny. And there was that film that came out with all those actors in, which is every film. But well, I mean, when I say this, but it's got like there's loads of different. It's like 50 famous top class famous actors, and it's a comedy.
Yeah.
What is it? It's got fucking
Oh,
Anna Faris in it. It's got the guy who plays Star-Lord.
it's the one about the joke, isn't it? It's the one.
Yeah, Anna Faris.
And they all do a little skit in it, and it was crap.
Yeah. Movie 43. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stephen Merchant's in that as well, isn't he?
Yeah, there's so many people in it. There's like a ridiculous amount of people, and like that film is so bad, and you're like, how can this possibly be that this bad with this many good actors in it? But then it's like, oh, because it's just like 2-minute like random awful ones. There's one bit of like Anna Friis like Chris Pratt if she can like poo on him, and it's like this is really comedy, is it now that we're going on? Like, and there's one with like someone with a massive spot, or someone's nose falls in soup. I can't remember, some weird shit.
It was pretty crap, I have to say. Right, how are you getting on with that? Because
I'm struggling a little bit. What I'm going to do is
tips of this entire
review
show.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a little midway tinkle, which I normally do, and then we're going to get.
Can I open one of these up? Which?
Oh, okay. I've got one ready.
Review.
It's on. It's called the. It's the Berlin one. It's called the Fest beer. It's a red bottle. Das ist it. So we're gonna go on that one next.
Okay.
BRB gang.
Okay. So what I like about this one is, for one, it's actually looks like a normal beer. It's in a brown bottle, as we now know is the way all beer should come, in a brown bottle.
Yeah.
You're still on mic. He's left his mic on and he's going for a piss. We may hear stuff.
You do have the power of mute yourself, remember?
Oh, yes, that is true. Best do that, I think, because we don't want to hear him urinating. This bottle, it says here, 700 years. I don't think this bottle is 700 years old, but they've been brewing this beer for 700 years.
From where? I would guess Denmark based on the icon, but
well, it's definitely Germany. My camera is fixed at my height, so can I make myself the main screen? How do I do that? I do that, don't I? There we go. 700 years of brewing of the ABK.
yeah, that's a long time.
That is a long time.
Like that is older than the country of America.
Yes, this bottle is, well, not this bottle, but this brewery is older than America. Peephole Circus has replaced Jabba by new Mark II. So Pepe is now the new Jabba, because Jabba hates me so much he doesn't even bother to troll me anymore now. So I'm a bit upset by it. He used to like doing that. Traditional pour.
Yeah,
Wrong side. That's how you pour a beer. As always, wrong size glass. It's nice colour.
Is this the Fest beer?
This is the 700-year-old beer.
Is it really? Oh, Jesus, I didn't know it was that old.
It says it at the top.
Next time I'll buy some fresher stuff.
Well, no, the beer isn't 700 years old. But this brewery started in 1308. Wait a minute. That's not so. That's over 700 years old.
1308.
That's what it says.
712.
12.
Yeah. Yours looks red. Does yours look red?
It's just the camera lighting.
Oh yeah, it's just a normal beer.
It's just the bisexual lighting I have here.
Mm.
It's good.
Yeah, it tastes. It's very good. I like the fact they still. I like the fact they gave us an Oktoberfest beer. Still, they probably had a little bit left over, and they were like, "Fuck it, let's just shove it into everyone's package for the next month." Can't go wrong with German beer though. They are pretty impressive. Yeah, proudly Bavarian, 5.8% for over 700 years. Adele. Adele. What's the German translation for Adele? Is that just like
I know where the bird are. That's the
German to English translations? There we go. Adele. It stands for Edelweiss. That doesn't narrow it down.
Edelweiss.
Noble. It's a noble beer.
It's very nice.
Yeah, no more giving my sister any more drinks.
Right, I'll let her taste it because this is now traditional. She's got her headphones in.
What's this one?
I don't know why I do this. She just falls asleep in the corner. It's just a beer.
I'm already a little bit drunk.
I know you're already a bit drunk.
2 beers. What's up with this?
Run back, please.
Oh my god, what is going on?
Well, you never let her have anything.
He keeps falling for it. He's too nice of a guy. You're too nice of a guy, yeah. You do it all the time. I mean,
Pepe says, lol.
I think
I'm turning into one of these people who just reads the chat. Stop reading the chat, yeah. Entertain the guest.
We need to. I think I had to clean my glass out because I was like, I need to try this in a stein. As obviously earlier on, our beer friend said about said about
See, we're learning as we're going along. We're learning stuff. Mark's learning stuff.
Yeah, Mark's here. There he is. I saw about earlier about Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
One of the big reasons I hate that film, I don't hate it. It's not like I actually hate the film. I hate watching it just because I had a phone that my sister gave to me when I was younger, and it was a Sony phone, and it had that pre-installed on it. So back in the day, I used to just watch this. Like I used to watch Spider-Man 3 just because it was the only thing I could watch.
Yeah.
And I watched it I think every night for like a year.
Wow.
But not enjoying it as I watched it. Almost like when you eat too much of one food, it kind of becomes hard to enjoy. So it was like I know that film like every scene.
Do you know the dance scene of the emo Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, it's classic scene. Those.
Do it.
I
don't think I'm that.
Exactly where I was going with that.
Let me just go. I think I've only got a round table that's made of glass. If I go and bring that in, I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Yeah, I mean, the emo Spider-Man scene is still one of the weirdest scenes in cinema. This is the worst text-to-speech app I've ever used.
I don't even know what that means.
I don't get.
It's on about you reading out everything that he says, and that's the joke.
Ah, okay. Peephole Circus says, looks like you've got a drinking problem, Yan. Charlie. Peephole Circus says, this is the worst text-to-speech app I've ever used. 1 out of 10.
Oh.
AI is FC UK'd.
FC UK'd, yeah. I've been getting into some weird games this week outside of doing obviously the beer stream. I've been playing a bit of Rocket League, which I've got back into. And one of the weirdest things, my mate goes, I don't want to play normal Rocket League. I want to play Drop Shot. And he was like, why do you want to play normal Rocket League? He's like, because it's too unrealistic. And I was like, the whole game is literally you're in a car driving into a football. Did you really buy this game for realism?
Yeah, it's a radio-controlled car, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you're like a.
They're full size. I always imagined.
Yeah, I've always thought that as well. That's like the idea I want. And then my girlfriend said to me that in the future, if this doesn't become a real sport, like everything is just wasted.
Well,
like how cool would that be in real life to have an actual football game?
Car football is a real thing. Like that already exists.
Yeah, but it's not like as over the top as Rocket League.
No,
Uh, It can be, but you'd have to use remote control cars. You couldn't use real life cars because the weight, the physics for the weight would just crush them. The ball would have to be so large and reinforced it would never move.
But in all fairness, during like the pandemic, Rocket League, if it was a real like real life sport, would be the best at social distancing.
yeah, especially if it's like a drive-in cinema where the entire crowd are also sat in there.
All watching, going, yeah. It's cool. I mean, it could work.
Mark
as
Sharp on
well.
his BMX as well.
Yeah.
Bit niche that would be. BMX football.
Sharp on his BMX and do some sick gleam in the cube style tricks.
There was like water football, wasn't there? That you see in like holiday destinations, and it's literally like a football pitch. It's got like an inch of water. It's not really water football. It's just football in England, technically. Just pissing down with rain. You've got like mud and fucking water on the floor. But like I remember I was in Ayia Napa and there was like a football, like water football, and it literally was just like that. It was just a football pitch with like a plastic floor in, and then like about that much water.
That's not
like,
water football.
That's not water football.
Water football is in a swimming pool, and the balls floats halfway through the water. Surely.
But it doesn't work.
Let's not get bogged down with who's balls heavier than who.
I want to carry on talking about water sports. I don't understand them. They're just sports in water. Why do people enjoy this?
People Circus has been being very fruity in the chat for some reason. I'm not entirely certain why. He says, I have a large reinforced ball. It does work. I'm assuming he's going back to it. And he's saying the only thing less boring than football is beer.
That's why beer's at football games.
Yeah.
I like I don't like water polo. I don't understand that shit. What's that all about? Oh, we've got a goal at either end of the swimming pool. We're gonna throw a ball into it. Whoa! Look who can swim and hold the ball. I'm being a bit salty because I can't actually swim, so that's probably the reason why I hate water sports.
Can you not swim?
Nah, I suck. I can't do it. I don't like the idea of feeling like not in control. So the idea of learning to swim is just haunting for me. I'd like to swim, but I don't want to learn to swim.
You don't want to learn to swim.
Well, at the same time, fish can't walk. So why do I need to learn how to swim?
Do you want to take this one, Mark?
Oh. I don't even know where to begin. Like, fish can't fall up, can they? Like, a fish is never going to fall onto a bridge. Like, but you could fall off a bridge.
I think during a high tide, a fish could fall on a bridge, and then it would have to learn then to walk back into the water, which it doesn't.
Yeah, and then it dies, and it.
There's more chance of me falling off a bridge than a fish falling onto a bridge.
Exactly. You're arguing my point.
Yeah.
But no, what I'm trying to say is that if it's a really low percentage, then there's no point in me. I know, yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry, you're right. You're right. It just clicked. It just clicked when I was talking about it. But even still, well, I ain't got gills.
Yes.
And fish have gills. Like humans are not.
We're not asking you to move under the sea, like, and live there. The grass isn't always greener.
But you got to think though. Like humans, the idea of swimming. What did that kind of like come? When did that come around?
The idea of swimming was around before humans. Like,
No, but human swimming. Who was like I want to? Is it just like the humanity's way of being like, well, they can fucking do it. Well, I'm going to do it. And then there's someone just like, oh, here we go. We got to do this and shit. And then we got to like use our legs as well. And then maybe we'll do like the backstroke. That's what I hate.
I don't like in the image you're describing. Like everyone on Earth kept drowning until one day one guy was like, "Hang on a minute, swimming. Look at this." Like,
Yeah, but that's when you're like wanker level as a swimmer. Oh, look at me! I'm doing this. Oh, look! I look like I'm drowning. But I'm actually really good at swimming.
If I may interject here, my friend and everybody else's friend, Jabbery showed up and said, "Fuck you, Peep."
Who's Peep?
In reply to that,
Oh,
says, People Circus says, "Lol, sorry." Jabber says, "Take control of the water," which is very true.
like Moses.
And People Circus says, "I saw a fish come down from the sky during a storm." By Mark's logic, we should all learn how to be an expert. I'm not sure, People Circus, if you saw a fish come down from the sky. I think that might be made up. But Jabba says Mr. Fish invented swimming. And Albert Fish, who was a serial killer, can walk on land. So
It all adds up now. It all adds up. Yeah, I would say swimming is definitely something that is not a. I don't see it as much of a necessity than some people do. For me, but then they say it's really good exercise. So,
it is good exercise.
but now with everything going on in the world, you can't really go to swimming pool.
No.
Imagine you're on holiday and there's like loads of women skinny dipping in the lake. You gotta say, I'm just gonna sit here on the edge and put my feet in, ladies. Like, there you go. There's an opportunity where
I've had these situations before when I was single. We used to go on a lot of like lads' holidays, and we'd go to like, the normal places, Zante, Magaluf, all that kind of crap, and we'd always go to like the swimming pool, or like run the pool and stuff, and there'll be like all the girls there and what have you. And then I'd just be sitting there with like, I'd be like self-conscious because I have like a little beer gut. Even back then, it just always come with me. And I used to like wear like a t-shirt, and then we'll be like, "Come get in the swimming pool, come get in the swimming pool." I'll be like, "No, I'm just gonna sit here, like, just not go in the pool at all." So
This is tragic.
yeah, so maybe in that occasion, swimming might have been but I don't think I'm going to woo a girl with a backstroke, am I? In all fairness, no, I'm not going to walk past. There's going to be a girl walking past and go, "Oh, look at that guy swim! Oh, so sexy."
The backstroke is the most attractive swimming move to do if you have an erection. It's like a sailboat.
Yeah.
But I'd have to go in with like armbands on and fucking on a massive donut or something. Like, that isn't hot. Like, the Barney Simpson kind of thing, where Homer Simpson, sorry, Homer Simpson's like just sitting on the fucking donut with like a beer in his hand. Like, that doesn't look good, does it? Oh, I get to the edge, I've got to push myself away. Like, and they get hot. And in the hot weather, those like rings get hot. So you end up like, I don't know. It's those, do you know what I hate? Those chairs. Those chairs that people wear that using the swimming pools with like the beer holders on the side. Like, I'm not being funny. What makes it more important? Why do you want to sit on top of water in the chair when you could just sit on the side in a chair and have way more control and not have the opportunity of maybe dropping your beer on the floor or in the water?
You got the same chances of spilling your beer on land as you do in the water.
Yeah.
Definitely not. You're way more unstable on the water than you are on the thing. On the land.
I have to agree with Betch on that. You are more splish-splashy.
Fine. Take it.
Yeah, I'll tell you that's 110 to me. Not to you, sorry.
I just wanted to interject. The reason why I said that was because Jabba says he can't swim because he was a fat kid.
Yeah, the gravity would have sucked me right down to the bottom. I was too scared. We used to use those. We used to went to like swimming classes in school. I do that because they were just literally just throwing people in the water and just learn to swim. And I would be like, I don't want to learn. And what they do is the teacher would stand on the side with like foam, those massive foam long things, and then just like drop it down, and they'd be like, hold on to this, and then what I'll do is I'll walk along the pool, and then I'll bring you along, and then what you used to do is you just hold that and kick your feet up, and I'd be like, this is the weirdest fucking shit. Why is this how you learn to swim? This is awful.
I've all I can do is go to Peephole Circus. Next thing, Peephole's getting very angry about this. He's not happy. I know Peephole quite well, and unless somebody's actually mimicking him, he's annoyed. If all of a sudden you went all Benjamin Button, you'd be fucked. You'd drown. First stage of becoming a human man is to swim. One embarrassment to all mankind and the insult to Darwin himself.
I mean, that could be it could be hit a nail on the head on that one. In all fairness, Peephole's normally the most placid person I've ever met in my entire life, so he's really pissed off about this swimming thing. So he's pro swimming.
Pro swimming.
He's on the pro swimming side.
Yeah, he's pro swimming.
This is like who's against swimming? Who's on the other one?
So I am anti-swimming also, but for completely different reasons. Like I just hate water. Like I hate being wet. Like if I have to wash up, I have to stop every 5 minutes, and dry my hands till they're completely dry. Even if I've got washing up gloves on, it's horrible. I hate it. It's one of the reasons why I'm a dirty communist, and I just don't like it.
So we're on the same spectrum, and Jan, what are you on? Are you pro swimming?
I'm pro swimming. I'm not very good at swimming because there's something about my body where my buoyancy just doesn't work, so I have to work really hard to swim. Like every stroke I do, I go up, instantly go underneath the water. But I love swimming. I love water. Problem is, Mark is the trying to think of the character. Oh, not now! Don't leave me. He's the Darth Vader opposite. Instead of sand, he hates water.
Oh yeah.
And it gets between your toes.
Anakin Skywalker. There we go. Sorry.
Fucking hell! That really took a while.
And he almost said Star Walker as well.
No, I'm really tired. It's been a very good week.
Yeah. What beer are you drinking now? Are you stopping with the crafty ones?
No, I drank that one. I went for an emergency session IPA.
Oh, bloody! I was going to stop at that one. I'll drink that one in the week then, and I will give a review.
I just fancied it
because I've still got these ones to finish because obviously my sister has decided to drink your beers tonight, and I'm getting to the point now where I've still got to drink these. I don't want to rush them, and I don't want to end up being pissed and having a hangover. So what we'll do is we'll take that one, and I'll drink it on next week's one, and then we'll do the vote on it. We'll do the vote on this one in a bit before we have
to. This one is quite mango. This has got mango in it, by the way.
Was it?
I laughed really hard at that.
Always mango with this guy, isn't it?
Oh, it's got a bit of lemon in it as well.
Lemon beer, that'd be quite nice. Proper tarty.
Actually, Peephole Circus says, wasn't Star Walker the original name for Skywalker? It was CP.
No, it was Starkiller.
Oh.
Starkiller it was, not Star Walker.
Starkiller is way too sus though, isn't it, as a name?
Yeah.
It's like, when's this guy? Do we trust him? His name is Starkiller. Oh, I don't know. It doesn't sound that nice. We can't trust him.
That's
He's
why
definitely
in
not.
in the Disney movies, like their super mega Death Star was called Starkiller Base, and it like in homage to that.
I didn't get. I thought they just put those in the movies. Just that Starkiller Base was just there, just to kind of do a homage to the last films. It didn't really kind of make sense. It was just like we're going to put it inside of a planet.
It's the only idea
Far
that they've got in
easier
it.
to do like construction.
That is the quote of the channel. This one is quite mango.
Mm.
I'm glad
Anyone-
people get my fine needs.
Yeah, it's a good reference. Yeah, they do taste a lot like mango. And I was going to say, does anyone remember the Marvel Cleanup Crew series they was going to do, but they cancelled it?
What? Peanut?
So they were going to clean up crew.
Oh, cleanup. Sorry.
And there was going to be a
With
TV
Peanut.
series, and it was going to be a comedy, and it was going to be produced by Marvel, and it basically was about people doing the cleanup of all the battles they have.
Yeah.
So it was just going to be based on like this bunch of people that go around and they clean up off all like these, and it was going to be set after the first Avengers movie, and then they were going to do like them going around and basically just like cleaning up.
You know the start.
Studios.
Sorry, you know the start of Spider-Man: Homecoming, where the Vulture, that's his job, and it like he's doing that
Yeah.
thing. Like it was going to be like that.
That was his thing, yeah. So that was the only thing they were going to play it off that, but then they never done it, and that was the only thing they actually put. But I thought that would have been amazing. Just seeing like a bunch of like burly men go and clean up like fucking crap on the floor from like massive battles.
Yeah, but what would the story be?
It would just be like, I think they wanted to do it in the style of like The Office, where it was like a mockumentary, where it would be like interviewing them, kind of like being like, well, this is a battle from this and stuff, and like, oh god, like Iron Man's done all this and he's made all this mess again, and then Thor's done that, and now we've got clean all this up.
What I would really like to see is the book Marvel's, the one that's like set in the news. I want to see like a version of The Office that's set in the Daily Bugle, so it works kind of like Marvel's, but so it has all those characters, like J. Jonah Jameson and Betty Brant, and the rest of the staff at the Bugle, Robbie Robertson, all of those dudes, and obviously Peter Parker, but people don't know that he's Spider-Man in it, we'd know as the audience, and we'd think, oh, that's funny, but we'd never see him change into Spider-Man, I just think it would be great, to see what it's like working in the Bugle in that
I think that's a good idea,
style.
Yeah, and like
That'd
every
be
so
sick.
often he's like, I've just got to go outside.
Yeah, it's
And
like,
then-
oh god, Peter Parker's not here again. What's going on? What's going on with him? And he just comes back with a lot of Spider-Man pictures.
Yeah, but it would have to be not about Peter Parker. It would have to be about like Ned Leeds or someone in it, someone with no like superness at all, to be like a POV character for the audience.
That'd be good. I think they should do more. Like, I think the lightheartedness in like Marvel films, I think is so. That's the thing I really do prefer about Marvel. Is like sometimes it's so good at being like lighthearted. You need to keep that shit in. You need to do like that kind of stuff because it's what people would. I know who's gonna say it'd be awful.
And then he's. I don't think Jab is a fan of it. I don't think.
You fuck off, mate. He's just a dick. They've done the same with. I know it's a really random thing. They've done the same with High School Musical. Where they've done. Yeah, no. Let me talk. Let me talk first. Let me talk.
Your sister's.
Let me talk. Right. So obviously the High School Musical films. If anyone. If anyone doesn't know, all right, okay, I grew up in an era where High School Musical was the shit in the Disney days, yeah. Right. So we'd all get around, we'd try and impress girls, and we'd bring them and watch fucking High School Musical together. That's what we do. But what they've done is that Disney Plus or Disney have made a High School Musical, the series, which is basically in the High School Musical world. East High is where they go to school at. So the East High is a real school in real life. So this TV show is set as in like they've never done a production of High School Musical in East High. So it's like a mockumentary of them making a production of High School Musical in the school where High School Musical was set.
Are they all on the Disney? Are they all on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
So they're all in this together.
What's going on?
Oh, you're gonna get a copyright strike now for that rendition of that.
Yeah,
song.
we're gonna get. Yeah, exactly. But basically, what they've done is they've done like a mockumentary style High School Musical like production series. So it's actually set kind of as what you were saying, where it's like they've done a kind of in the place where it is kind of you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So it is apparently supposed to be quite.
What you're talking about?
You've never seen High School Musical, have you, Jan?
Yes. What the fuck? You're sorry. I'm getting distracted by your sister just randomly opening up a beer.
Jesus. That was the manliest opening of a beer I've ever heard. You could hear everything. I do worry sometimes.
I think that's a stout she's just opened.
What one of our ones?
Schwartz.
Oh God! Wait, which one?
Schwartz from last week.
Cannot believe you had me on
Oh,
that.
that's fine. I've done that one already.
Jabba says, "Is she drunk?" Yes, Jabba, she's completely drunk.
I'm gonna change over to our share screen, and I'm gonna get the PowerPoint Photoshop up, and then we're gonna do the actual the thing that everyone here is. All of our 3 viewers have come here for the beer list. Even I can't fucking say it. Let's do it.
See, if we had more viewers, this would actually be gold.
Oh, I'm so glad there's not.
You are gold. Always believe in your soul.
Second strike.
You've got the.
I don't feel we're going to be getting Mark back on this show somehow.
Oh God, these 3 are kind of connected to each other.
What the fuck? What is going? This wasn't.
Wait, so we had these 3, yeah?
This is completely different to what we had last week.
Why have these 2 come together?
I don't. Oh my God! Why is everything difficult?
All right, let's do that one. Let's copy that. All right, we'll put it. We'll do this.
There
one
we
first.
go.
There we go. So we got the chocolate orange stout first up.
This is why is every time I try to do a stream, it always goes terribly wrong.
It's the beauty of the internet.
Look how well that works.
Look at that.
I would say medium.
On Descent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's a decent beer. It's a decent stout. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'd say it was a good decent though. So again, I want to put it maybe. Oh God. Oh God.
What the fuck? Why does not ever work on this bloody?
This has worked fine all day when I've been doing this, and then I come on here and then it fucking starts to destroy itself. All right, there we go. That's gonna go.
Do you know, people say to me, "Yeah, why don't you do more streams?" This is why I don't do more streams. Every time I do anything, it goes terribly wrong.
Yeah, it is not enjoyable when it does this. Right, next one. So yeah, I like that. I thought it was nice. I would have preferred maybe half. Obviously, you only had a quarter of it, but
I only had a quarter. We haven't
We're
drunk
going to go
already.
next. Where is it? Copy. And then Control V. I know that. There we go. Look at
Yeah.
that. Great computer
Copy and
skills.
paste.
The Fest beer, or one of the Fest beers.
Thespians.
He's got the best PowerPoint skills I've ever seen.
Oi, you think?
Yeah, oi.
Nothing's really hit the same level as the ones last week. I don't think anyway. No, not the ones last week. The ones the week
they were
before.
all bloody awful.
Yeah, the last week are down here, and then we got one here, which actually was decent. It was not decent, but it was below decent. And then and then we've got this one here. Wait, watch this. Control C, yeah. Control V.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
See that banging skills that is, mate.
That worked.
This one, the cherry beer.
Jabba says that's a lie. Nobody asked you to do more streams. That's probably very true.
Tell Jabba I love him.
Oh god.
Jabba probably heard that.
He's gonna go and kill himself now, Charlie. Now he knows people like him.
Yeah.
Well, he threatened to hug us all the other day, and we were scared.
Yeah, he said he was going to send us Argos.
Sorry to interject on Vance, but what will be trying to work out there, because it's just black panels there.
It's the cherry one.
The cherry one, yeah.
Everyone's amazing.
What did you think, Jan? After your one sip?
Yeah, put it in the top.
Yep, we're going to the top there. So we're gonna have another top class beer added to the top class.
Mark, carry on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I was saying Jabba said he was going to send us Argos gift cards, didn't he? Like, I'm eagerly anticipating those. Maybe I'll buy myself a nice webcam.
Yeah, he said he wasn't going to send one to me though.
No, he wanted to murder you.
Yeah. I don't know
what'd
how
you
to make Jabba a mod.
You have to do it on the channel.
It does. It really worries me sometimes that I'm related to this person. But yeah, these are what we've got so far, guys. We've got the cherry beer. We put on the top class. We've got the ABK Edel on Oi. And then we put the chocolate orange stout on Disson. So as you can see, the beer list is getting very nice, and we've got a few shit beers down the bottom. These have not been enjoyable to taste.
They were bloody awful.
These two here are in their own area of the world, along with a lot of major disasters that have happened. This one is right there with it. So I'll stop sharing that, and then there we go. We're going to carry on drinking these beers and finish this beautiful stream of beautiful people. And thank you so much again, Mark, for joining us. It's been great to have you here.
Well, you're welcome.
It is always lovely. You know, you've given me the kindness of coming onto your stream, and I've brought you the kindness of coming onto ours with 2 views.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've doubled your viewership today.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally it's 1.
Hang on, we're up to 5. Come on now. Come
we're
on.
up to 5 now.
Come on, man.
I don't look at the thingy. But I think I'm gonna come to the close here because I'm gonna enjoy these beers off the stream, backstage.
Yeah. I've got to try to deal with your sister, who's I don't know what the hell she's doing. She's drinking a stout.
Don't think she even knows what stout is.
She's enjoying it. It's the very nice beer, you know, the jazzy coloured one. There's 3 of them. They're very, very nice.
I've just told Jabba to stop denying our love, that I'll be his slave girl and I'll use the cinnamon buns as earmuffs and everything.
I think Jabba sums up this entire show. It was
I'm gonna mute my mic. I mute my mic.
okay for about an hour, and then just shit got weird. Has anybody else got anything to say before we peace out?
No, I mean, as we said before, we want to do these every once a week. It's been enjoyable. We're on a three week run at the moment, so this is getting better. So thank you guys for joining us. It's been a pleasure as always. We couldn't do this without you. Well, we could because there's not a lot of you. So we would probably still do this without you, but it's great.
Exactly. We're getting there. It's a new thing. When we go to the new channel eventually,
Yeah.
which I've now decided I'm going to call the Players Club. And
That's the second club I've joined this week. I also got a Tesco club card as well.
Ready Player Yen.
The Players Club.
No, Ready Player Yen.
And we're going to have
Players Club.
alcohol reviews. We're going to do car reviews. We're going to do effectively.
Wait,
gonna
car
pretend
reviews.
We're going to pretend to be James Bond, which every man wants to be, but none of us can be because we all got to work for a utilities company. And on that bombshell, I'm not going to kick myself out like I normally do. I'm going to end the stream. Thanks for watching. Good night. Have a